And welcome back to SA Sports Show. I'm with Nick Bucco from Adelaide City. It's one of my favourite soccer teams, that's for sure. I loved them as a kid, the old black and white, fantastic. 270 games. You look too young to have that many games chalked up.
Thanks, Ender.
Great career.
It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. It's gone quick, as they say. We were discussing this before.
Yeah, I know.
The time flies. Don't feel 30 as I am right now, but 270 games of a lot of fun, mate, and love football.
Well, let's go back. I think your debut year was 2012.
Yep.
And 2015, best and fairest. So,
Yep.
First of all, it must have been a great year, the debut of Adelaide City.
Yeah, so 2012 I moved to Adelaide City, made my first team debut in 2009 with Adelaide Blue Eagles, and then Damien Murray, the legendary coach and player of Adelaide City, he got me across to Adelaide City, best thing I ever did. Obviously been there 9 seasons now, so yeah, and we've had some great memories with him, and we achieved a lot together. Obviously, we lost a few grand finals, as I've mentioned to you in the past.
We did talk about that. Yeah. We'll go to that now. You've lost 4 grand finals
with Adelaide City.
With Adelaide City.
Yep, and one with Blue Eagles and one with Blue Eagles. So it's been an interesting ride, because you think about it, it could have been one of, if not one of the most decorated players in the state.
You would have been, like six premierships.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And cups as well. I've lost probably 3 cups.
But you've won 3 cups as well.
Won 3. Yeah,
you've won 3. Let's
so I'm not all that cursed. I'm getting cursed.
So tell me, some of the cups. Let's run through those. You've well, first of all, let's go to you beat the Sydney Wanderers.
Yes,
that must have been fair. That was the first ever sort of state league side.
Correct.
That beat one of the national Premier League teams
in the first year of the competition. So basically, what happened was in 2014 we won the local cup against our arch rivals West Adelaide 4-1, which qualified us for the FFA Cup round of 32, which is the national cup in its first season. And we all got together at a pub during the day, and we watched the draw, and we couldn't believe it when we drew Western Sydney A-League team. So we were the first NPL side to get an A-League team, and then we beat them as the first team.
You would never have thought your Western Australia would have beat them.
Well, no, didn't think that. But Ando, there's a funny story to this. So in the pre-season, when we found out that we could play A-League teams, we would run around the pitch during warm-up at Oakton during training, and me and the captain and a few of the boys, we'd laugh about playing Western Sydney in Western Sydney, not knowing that you could only play them here, and about beating them as a joke. Right? And in scoring in front of all their crazy supporters, because they
are crazy.
They have a great fan base.
Legends because of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then to actually draw them and then actually beat them in front of our local fans and people of the South Australian football community was a night that we'll never forget, and it was a great achievement.
We'll just stay on that. I mean, Adelaide City obviously would have loved to have won a licence into the Premier League.
Yep.
Do you think that's far away? I mean, you matched the Sydney Wanderers, which is great. We hear there will be another licence in the next probably couple of years. Adelaide City, surely with the record and how successful the club's been for many decades, would certainly have their hand up for it.
Definitely. The club has always wanted to do that, as I know you've seen in the stories where Adelaide City, Campbelltown, Metro and a couple of others in the local league want to put their hand up for this licence. But it's difficult. I mean, obviously you need money. The club's sort of not in the strongest financial position as such at the moment, but we've got people that are interested in helping, and I think the club will always put their hand up to be a part of that, knowing the club's history in the past. And as they've been discussing in the media, I think it's only 2 or 3 years away from a B League, so which is important for our game in Australia, because without promotion and relegation, I think our league becomes stale, the A League, and our football becomes stale. And it doesn't have that stature that AFL has or SANFL. So we need it. Our game really needs it, I think.
What about overseas? I mean, we talk about a lot of players wanting to play in the European League. Yep. What about yourself? Did you was that something you sort of ventured you would like to have done?
Yeah, I went over in 2015. To Scotland and to England.
That was after your best and fairest year with Adelaide City. So you were Mickey Mouse at that stage.
Look, I felt Mickey Mouse, but obviously my age at the time, I was probably a little bit too late. I was 25. I did okay. Not saying I did terrible, but I did well, and the agent was happy with my performance. But the clubs had another guy, Australian guy, who was about 4 years younger than me, who had a bit of a better resume, a bit more experience, and they went with him, and he actually did well there. So look, I understand that, and I didn't feel mature enough at a younger age to go, and maybe I left a little bit too late, but at the end of the day, I know that I went at my right time for when it was me.
Clubs, what were some of the clubs that you trialled at?
So one was Partick Thistle, who at the time were in SPL, First Division, and it was great experience training there, and their facilities at the University of Glasgow were awesome. I think definitely a bit stronger than the A-League, to be honest, and people always argue that, but SPL was incredible. Yeah. And then League 2 with Hartlepool, so that was interesting. So we had a trial game, and the team was full of trialists and a couple of squad players from the first team, and we went 1-0 up inside 30 seconds, and I was like, wow, this is going to be good. Yeah. We got battered for 6-1 because one of the trialists had a mare at defence at half time, got dragged.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be him there.
You would have rubbed some shoulders with some great players over in
especially at Partick Thistle, One of them was Pogba's brother.
Okay.
Pogba's older brother, Mateus, who's about 6 months older than me, and he's a twin. And he actually played in Italy the season before, so I was having a chat to him about that. And he, really nice guy, really open, really warming, and it was good.
And how's the season going so far with you guys?
It's been very tight, Ando. We're currently fifth, only 4 points off the top four. So, off the top two. Excuse me. So it's very tight table.
Well, that's a great league.
It is.
That's a great result.
We're only 3 points away from like seventh as well. So, we're not confirmed finals yet. Yeah. It's in our own hands, but we want to, as Adelaide City, we always aim for the top or top two. Yep. So it's in our hands. So we've got a big game Saturday against Croydon, who are just above us. So if we can win that, we'll climb the table. And it's been a difficult season. We've dropped a lot of points.
How difficult has it been with the COVID scenario? Is that been a big interruption for like the AFL and the SNFL?
Yeah. It was, Ando, it was. It went quick. We did our stuff during the time. We weren't sure about when the season was going to come back, but we had a group chat, and the coaching staff gave us some programs and stuff to do, which was good. Yeah. And then we came back, and it was probably, I think it felt long when doing another pre-season. 6 weeks.
Well, I can't imagine, but that would be tough.
Yeah, it was. And it just, it dragged a bit, but once we got going again, it sort of feels normal again. But obviously it's September 17 today, so usually the season's finished by now, but we've got 7 games left, so it's strange.
Last premiership for Adelaide City, that would have been...
Well, last championship was 2010. Yep.
Wow, okay.
And we've lost 5 grand finals since. Yeah. 4, I've been in 4 of them,
Do you think it's a winnable year for you this year, though? I mean, like you're saying how tight it is, and it's been a big gap there for Adelaide City, which is
10 years too long.
Yeah, that's right.
But definitely. I mean, I think the league is that even this year. Comets are clear, but they've dropped. Like they lost 4-0 on the weekend to LA United Youth, who are near the bottom, but they're getting their players back now after the A-League season, and they're very strong. So that just shows how tight this league is. Anyone can beat anyone. It's all on the day. So, of course, I'm always thinking that we can win championship and win silverware, but it's all on the day, mate. And
your coach this year, Michael
Mitriciana.
So that's his first year, second year.
Yeah.
And he's been great at the club.
Yeah, very good this year. Yeah, last year was very difficult for him.
Yeah, he took over from the great Damien.
Exactly.
So
always hard. But this year's been very good. He's got his squad together, and our boys are really good. We've got a great group together, and as I said, we're right in amongst it. And training's been really good, very enjoyable. Always a purpose to what we do, and there's a process. So it's been good, and I'm still learning at 30, which is great, and that's what I want.
That's what you want, exactly, because you've played 270 games, you've won a best and fairest, you've won plenty of trophies, premiership, lost a few premierships. You've done everything, and I know you want more. But I asked a friend, tell us a bit about Nick. He goes, shit, he's a good player. That's exactly what he said.
I appreciate it.
Mate, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
I really do appreciate it. And we're back after the break.